with it. Think I'ma do it, let that do it. Bang, stick jam like what happened to it. Was it not working, bruv? Why you think I'm lurking, bruv? Creep on him, lean on him, witnesses eavesdropping, keep popping. They keep bopping like I ain't seen nothing. Don't make me upset, reach for an object. Who's that in the passenger? Brown skin, got big body. In my face, in my face.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders.
I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
Hello, if you on my right leg, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying. Hello, if you on my man, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying. Caught a little jet lag, but I'm golden. Yeah. We deserve Grammys and some Oscars. They deserve whammies, they imposters. I be rolling with my project homies. It's a vibe. I just with the homie. It's a vibe. Over switch sides, it's a vibe. Yeah. I gon' do it, gon' do it, gon' do it. I gotta accept that I'm a. Yeah. I pull up in several different options. That I would most ever. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. What? Gotta be on the thinker. I say. What? I can't feel my toes, but ain't gon' fold up. I was in the.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Keenum's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a complete.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Keenum now to throw. And Diggs has it. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's not only Adam Thielen, that's the Pro Bowler Adam Thielen, who had 91 catches this year and over 1,200 yards, a career high.
We always look for great stories when we do games. Is there a better one this season than Adam Thielen in terms of where he came from to make a Pro Bowl roster as a receiver for the Minnesota Vikings? Lightly recruited out of high school, ends up at Mankato State, which is now known as Minnesota State Mankato. Undrafted, goes to a rookie free agent tryout camp, hangs around, makes the practice squad. First he's a special teams guy, and now he's one of the better receivers in the league. I think it's one of the best stories I've heard in 2017 NFL.
And they will not be able to hook up up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Carr going left on the option. And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They go play action here on first down. A swing pass caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. 23 yards on the play. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And before the snap here, we've got a timeout by the offense. It's their first of this first half, and they'll get together and talk this one over. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Out to kick is Janikowski. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first-ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have...
They've got his man complete. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerry is right. 70 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
So this game's not very far along. He's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator. What do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
Second down now after the pass completion. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ben Gideon Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Time running out here on the play clock. Carr now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run again on 1st down. Cook. Room to run past midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We use the word relentless or aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Keenum. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And that is incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And Forbath will put this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Cook. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Carr now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for...
They will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Now Forbath for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing on first down is Carr. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Carr gives to Marshawn. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Play action. Now it's Carr. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So they're operating in the red zone. Keenum to throw on second down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Forbath will put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Here's Carr to throw, and he finds Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Lynch running the counter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And Cook has it, left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Throwing his Carr on third down. And this is Clark. It's Cooper. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Shotgun now for Carr.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when they're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A gain of 3, second down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead, fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Here's a give to Lynch. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On third down, they go Lynch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. He finds Roberts, complete. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. It's a gain of 4 that time, and the Raiders are going to have a first down. To throw is Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 28. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And that'll bring up second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Carr to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Crabtree, once again, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw. Carr. Cooper's got it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run with Lynch. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Back to throw, Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Keenum's going to throw it here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Keenum to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, so you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd and 10 here. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll run for it. Lynch. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact, a full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So I just tell you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. of the gun. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago. Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the...
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream, look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad. Okay, now we back to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party. I'm just pouring my. Don't get face step before, so I live it up. When a come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Flock of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's fast tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight and lose your mind. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Foles Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Oakland Raiders. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now Foles. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Foles. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here's Foles. And he connects with Ertz. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
11 more on that one and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here in this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First down, the run with Lynch. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 32 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapua Vitae, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Back to throw here. Aguilar has it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. He'll look to throw. Space to run past the 20. Over the middle to Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Torrey Smith from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Carr now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Lynch. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from a long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Zero surprise he put another through the post from long distance. The most 50-plus yard field goals in NFL history.
Yeah, hit 55 of them coming into 2017, and now 39 years old, still doing it. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale, and now it's second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Letting one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Give him 30 yards there. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, here's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down. Throwing his Carr on third down. Cook with a first down and much more. And he finds Cook. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A toss play. This is Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd and 5. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He finds Roberts, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Seth Roberts, 39 yards. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. So they're going to go for 2. From the gun, it's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense, odd number of people.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Now Foles. And his throw is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He'll drop to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 77 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Foles. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A strong running. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out come the Raiders. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Carr now on first down. They dump it off to Lynch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's Foles. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there.
Critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, if we had any questions, that run kind of answered him. He's still Marshawn Lynch.
Hasn't lost a thing. Maybe running with a renewed sense of purpose and energy after that year off. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They set up the screen to Lynch. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they've gotten 6 out of that drive, this will be a much different game.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They'll give him 8 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ajayi with time running out. And the Eagles, if they hit the PAT, they will be in the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Carr to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Now Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. big target, guy you can spot pretty easily, put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. On second down, Lynch. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Caught left side to Crabtree. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On the give, this is Lynch. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Defense showing blitz on 3rd down. It's Lynch, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely...
Now the Raiders have got him. They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Aguilar has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. He's got room to run past the 20. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw his Carr. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did.